Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the Rose on the Vibe show.
Hey, what's up? I'm Honey Jill.
And I am Gabby, Kamika, whatever you prefer.
Okay, and thank you for tuning in today.
Yes.
To watch our little video.
Because as you know, we started our series. We're talking about all the elements: water, earth, fire, air. And today, episode 2, we are in nature, which is earth. So if you are new to our channel and you want to continue to tune in, hit that subscribe button, and prepare to get watered. Because we're about to water you with some knowledge about Mother Earth.
Yep, and how to get connected and how you can keep yourself stable, happy, and learn how to enjoy being on this earth. Because, 2020 has been rough for a lot of us.
Yes.
Oh, real quick, we got a new guest. Well,
Yes.
Actually, she's not new, but apparently she really wanted to be in it because she jumped onto this log right here. This is Gypsy. If she, she bark, I guess she want to put in her 2 cents.
She got something to say.
She got a little something to say.
And it's kind of cool that she's here with us because nature, earth, has to do with connections, and Gypsy is an animal. I mean, we're all animals, but she's also an animal. And it's interesting that she's here, in this video.
Yeah.
She's here with us in this video.
Yeah. With nature, nature can be 2 things. Nature can be all of everything, and also nature can be its own element within itself. Like, for example, with if you watch Avatar, the earth element was dirt, trees, stones, crystals, metal, and things like that. Humans, animals, we're part of nature too. And it's crazy when we were talking about this a couple of days ago. We were talking about humans have their own nature.
Yes, human nature. We have our own human nature.
Yeah, so this is what this video is all about. So keep tuning in.
Yes, keep tuning in.
Gotta get in the dirt and let yourself grow, self-grow, self-grow.
Self-grow, self-grow, self-grow,
Self-grow,
self-grow, self-grow, self-grow. So, Honey Jill, why is nature important? Why are we out here in nature right now? Let me know something.
Let me talk to you then, okay? All right, so the reason why we are pretty much studying nature is because it releases endorphins. Like, if you're having like a hard time at work or something like that, and you're just like, man, I need something to get me like
Release. I want something to just help you just release.
Right. It releases endorphins. It also inspires like
energy.
I don't know, like something about being out here. It makes you just like, okay, everything is okay. It makes you feel
I didn't think about something.
What's
nature is home. Like, we have our homes, and then we have this home that we all share.
Yeah.
So I know, like, for me, nature really helped me like alleviate like depression and the dark night of the soul that I was in for like a very long time. When I would come outside, when I would have anxiety, just coming out here and breathing in the air and just looking at the water and looking at the stability of nature, like, it really helped me like exhale. And it still does, especially now. Like, we've been going outside a lot more, and I've been feeling like at home. So I feel like it's like the macro to the micro, and when you come out here, you feel connected. You just feel connected,
Yeah, you
feel connected to everything.
Yeah, like it just reminds you of there's something greater than me out here.
Yes.
There's something bigger than me out here. There's something like there might be problems in the world, but when you come out to nature, like, those problems seem to disappear. Right. No, for real though, like, it really makes you like just like,
yes, because sometimes you feel like the world is closing in on you.
Yeah, even with the the forest fires, eventually the grass will come back, the trees will come back, the animals will come back, and it's all just a part of nature.
It's something else I want to say. It's almost like the more time you spend outside, the more you begin to understand yourself. I don't know if it's the air, I don't know what it is, but it's like the more that we have been outside, the more I feel centered within myself.
I like that.
And I think that's one of the beauties. Like, just come out here if you're not feeling like yourself. Just take a walk, you know.
Yeah, take a hike.
Put your feet in the ground. Look up at the sky. Hug a tree. We're gonna get it more into that, you know.
Buying, you know, if you can't even get out here and just walk into nature, you can always buy a small plant. Yeah. It's like bringing nature into your home, because nowadays it's all about having technology and man-made things in the home, and sometimes that can really fog your mind.
Yes.
And being out here in nature brings clarity.
It makes me want to bring up another thing, which is the seasonal depression that happens. Ooh. Because once you know, because I'm gonna be honest, the other day, like last weekend, I cried thinking about the fact that our dear friend Summer is not going to be here for a while. You know, the sun, I mean, of course the sun is still here, but, you know, just to be able to get up and go outside, and it is cold right now, and just be able to walk, just get up and go, and, you know, it gets darker earlier, you know, so it was sad to think about that, and that happens around this time. That's one thing that we have to keep in mind. The seasons changing,
it's like
sun,
transformation.
Yeah, the transformation from the sun setting at a certain time can affect your mood. But you can still come outside and you can still connect to nature and still feel at home.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it do. It's like pretty much what you're saying is like we're going back into school. We're going back into a different thing. Like we're going from here to here, and that can be the cycles. And just being out here, seeing how nature changes itself. And we live in Michigan. And oh my gosh, the fall is beautiful. We have beautiful red, yellows, and orange colors. Like Halloween is great here.
It is.
Or just fall and autumn is great here. And just remembering like how beautiful nature turns into how it transforms into like a different look in a different setting. And
it makes me think about what I said earlier about when you come outside, you understand yourself better because we have cycles. Yeah. Nature has cycles, like we were talking about. Different seasons. Spring, summer, fall, winter. Nature has cycles. We have cycles. And we have to honor them.
And each cycle is wonderful. Like when you really look, okay, so I can't stand snow, but when it snows on Christmas, it's pretty.
It's beautiful.
When you're in a house and it's snowing, it's pretty. When spring is coming and you see these beautiful flowers and grass, it just makes you smile.
Mm-hmm. It does. Because winter always turns to spring. That's a Buddhist quote. I practice
Buddhism.
And that's one of the quotes we have is winter always turns to spring. It makes you think about new beginnings. Or, you know, you might be going through a transition. Like right now, I'm like in a job transition. But it's all a part of life, going through different cycles. You know, it's just everything goes through cycles. Like trees fall down. Like this tree that we're talking on a tree right
log,
now that fell down.
Yeah,
you know,
we'll show you some.
Right, it went through a cycle. It's like honoring that change, because change is the only thing that is promised. So how can nature ground you?
Right. The ways that nature can ground you, or the ways that you can get grounded with nature, is hugging a tree. Now, I thought hugging a tree was crazy. You know, when you hear about tree hugging, you be like, what in the world? But when you actually hug a tree, like, man, like, how does it make you feel?
It makes me feel loved. Not to say I don't feel love. I mean, sometimes I might feel like that, but it makes me feel like I'm like the nature is loving me.
It's crazy. Yes, it makes you feel like you hugging a big old like, Daddy, I missed you. Like, it really do. It's crazy. Another way to get grounded,
planting your feet in the soil, grounding. Yeah. Because you can connect to the earth chakra, and the earth chakra can stabilize and take away like those negative feelings that you might have stored all up in your auric field of murkiness.
Yeah, so putting your hands into the ground, putting your feet into the ground, walking to the ground. Taking a walk into nature. Take your boyfriend, take your family, you know, take a hike into a park, into a local park. Another way to feel grounded is also eat more fruits and vegetables.
Oh, yes.
You know, like those things give you energy, it gives you nutrients. Even before you cut your vegetables, if you're preparing your food, you can say, I thank you. Like, you have, like, if you're cutting up romaine lettuce, say, I thank you for you know, just saying
Giving
thank
me
you.
the nutrients I need.
Because, listen, there are fruits and vegetables are alive. I found that out.
They're live foods.
They're alive
Shout
foods.
out to Dr. Sebi. They're alive foods.
Shout out.
And like certain herbs, you know, you can take certain herbs like lavender can really calm you down. Echinacea, right? Echinacea is like an herb you can use for your immune system. Elderberry,
Zinc.
that's how you can, you know, they have a lot of herbs. St. John worts stabilize if you have anxiety. It can, well, I guess stabilizing and grounding is the same thing, but it can ground you here on this earth plane. Yes, check it out. Check out some herbs.
Yeah, get you some stones too. Yes. Stones and crystals, that helps ground you, especially like certain stones like jasper,
like black stones and brown stones.
Black stones, brown stones.
What's your favorite stone, real quick?
My favorite stone is a rose quartz. Oh, and a moonstone.
Ooh, I love moonstone.
Ooh, especially
like
the
smoky
peach
quartz.
ones. We like the smoky quartz.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I went mining Arkansas like 2 years ago. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes. It was being able to touch that red dirt and that heat. I felt very grounded. I felt so grounded. It was so much energy because it was all these smoky quartz.
Wow.
You gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Ooh. Man, this made me excited thinking about that.
You got me excited. But yeah, getting grounded helps you to feel stable. Like it makes you feel like, okay, I can handle the day. Or, okay, my day was crazy. It can help you.
Life can be crazy. And stable, earth, nature is stable. Like, can't see me hitting this tree. But you know, like water is like this. Fire can be like, you know, and air is
like. But the ground though
is stable.
The ground
stable. Stomp, stomp, stomp. You know,
stable.
It is stable. So when you need to feel that stability.
Yeah, and it's so important nowadays.
Yes. Especially if you are a person that's on a spiritual path. Like I know, you know, we want to connect to other galaxies and planets, but we came to Earth because we have a mission. This is our home. You know, we got things to do. I'm sorry. I got so excited thinking about that. We got things to do, and it's like we have to embrace the earth. That's something that I've been learning. I have to embrace. Like this is where we're at. We have a mission here. This is our home, so we have to become stable. That's why some of us feel like we're going crazy because we're not all the way on Earth. We got to get on Earth.
Yeah.
Yes.
And by doing that, it makes you feel secure.
Yes.
Makes you feel secure. Like, okay, I got this. You feel stable. You feel secure. And on this plane.
What does security make you think of?
Security makes me feel human.
I like that.
When you talking about nature, it makes me feel like, okay, I'm okay. I'm out here. Yeah. I am a part of what's going on around me. Like, I'm not man-made. Hello. But yeah, that's what I think of when I think of security. What about you?
Because you saying that makes me think about insecurity. And so when you say it makes you feel human, I'm like, yeah, because you feel secure, like root chakra. You know, it makes me think about the root chakra. Root chakra deals with, you know, stability, finances, survival, sex, things of that nature, things that are here on this earth. But security, you want to feel like you are secure in your home, in your relationships, in yourself. I like that. Okay.
Same thing at the same time. That was weird. Nature is very spiritual, and that's one thing that it's so important to get into nature. It's so important to get out here and just think. You know, just you can come out here, think, and figure out, like, you can probably find answers here. You know, we talk about how water is spiritual, and how, you know, the spirits are there. Spirits are out here too, and there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to hide from when it comes to being out here. You know, sometimes you can come out here alone, but you got to be safe though. You know, but yeah. So crazy story, real quick. So we was studying, like we said before, during quarantine. We've been like really getting into these 4 elements, and we were studying how to connect with Earth. How can we more connect with Earth? And I fell asleep, but she stayed up watching some video, and it was saying to get a book, right? So we're like, okay.
Yes, I was like, man, I gotta get that book.
Right.
On Amazon, I was like, I wish I could get that book now. Like, I want it in my hands now.
And then the next day, we end up going to a drum circle. Oh my gosh! So we end up going to the drum circle, and let me tell you, the book.
The book was in there.
The book was
in, and it was on the ledge, and I was like, yo, that's that book.
The book was on the ledge of a table.
And this book is called Earth, Air, Fire, and Water by Scott Cunningham, who's also from Michigan.
Yeah.
And what's crazy about the drum circle?
And so, man, so that night we was supposed to record this video, and we ended up not being able to. So we was like, man, we was really bummed out, and we was like, we gotta find something to do. Like, we really do gotta find something to do to get us back grounded and centered. So we went to this drum circle, and come to find out, of course we found this book, but come to find out, drumming is a part of connecting with nature.
Yes, it is the musical instrument. Drums are the musical instrument of Earth. And that was my second time playing drums, but like in a drum circle. And as we were playing, because I have really been working to align my third eye and my crown chakra, as we were playing the drums, I felt myself get centered. Like, I could hear, like I was listening to everywhere, but I heard my own, where I fitted within the music. I found I forgot how you say it. It's like
finding your own beat
to your own drum.
Rhythm, finding the rhythm.
Own drum, right?
Yeah. Say the correct thing in the comments, because we over here finding the rhythm to your own beat of the drum.
Yeah, I heard Jill, and she was leading it, and I'm like, yo.
That was crazy. That was very enjoyable, for real.
Because we didn't get to make the video, but we got things that were connected to the nature, almost like we needed to. We got things that were needed to connect to the earth element. It was almost as if we needed to play the drums to receive another message.
Yeah,
we take dance classes, and I would say the same thing. Like, even though we don't play the drums, but just listening to the drums play as you dance, it's that same feeling of being centered that I get. What about you?
Yeah, same thing. Like, just dancing in general. That's one way. Like how we was talking about stomping, stomping on the ground, like getting connected with your body, moving around. That's a part of your human nature, connecting with nature.
Yes.
You know, so.
So, a question I have for you all, which I've been asking myself lately, is what is your nature? Because I know one thing that I thought was my nature was to like rush, but actually my true nature is to take my time with the things that I'm trying to do. Like, that's really my nature. Like, I don't really move as fast as I thought, but this world is so fast. But since we've been connected with nature so much, I'm able to see, like, I need time to think about what it is I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and it's interesting because like when you said the world is fast, when you come out into nature, everything is slow. Yes. You know, like everything is stable, and it's like we make things fast because we think that we need it right then and there. And when really nature comes, like, not that nature comes, but things that need to happen in nature will happen naturally.
They will.
And the things that you're asking for, the things that you're looking for, the answers that you're constantly asking for, praying for, trying to manifest, like, those things will come on its own time, as long as you allow and you trust in
rhythm.
Yeah, trust in the rhythm, God, your source, Allah, you know,
whoever you
pray
connect to.
Whoever you connect to.
Okay, so one thing we do want to make note of, because outside of nature being stable, yes, we do have, earthquakes, we have hurricanes, we have all these natural disasters, but those natural disasters kind of involve like another element. Like hurricanes involve water, tornadoes involve air, earthquakes. I feel like it involves the fire element. So,
like wildfires.
Yeah, like wildfires. It involves the elements coming together, kind of like different astrological signs. Air sign, kind of help warm up a fire sign, or fire sign kind of helps warm up an air sign, vice versa. You know what I mean? So it's like it works together, but sometimes
there can be
disruptive. But that's cycle. It's part of cycle.
Cycles and balance.
Balance.
Like when a hurricane happens, or when a wildfire happens, that it reminds you that not that it reminds you, but everything's burnt down. Great, everything's burned down, but then there's room to rebuild. When this whole quarantine thing happened, or COVID-19, everyone had to rebuild. Everyone had to rethink how they were going to live life and create a new normal.
Yes.
And we figured it out.
Yes.
We did it, y'all.
So, now we're going to talk about earth magic.
Ooh. Yeah, and how you can make the earth work for you.
Yes. Oh, okay. So, one thing I want to mention that we didn't, I don't know if we mentioned in the last video, but when it comes to magic, you have your personal power and you intertwine it with the elemental power. So your personal power is just being centered and knowing that you have the power to create your own reality. So you take that power and you infuse it with your magic. So that energy, kind of like what I've been reading in this book, it's equivalent to someone who is in the Olympics and taking all that adrenaline and using your hand or whatever tool. Using your hand as the way to use your personal will or personal power when you intertwine it with the magic. So when you hold your wand in your hand, when you write that letter that you want to bury or plant, or that wand, I don't know if I said that right. I don't know what I'm saying right now. It's so cold.
So like you said, planting a letter into the ground. Now there's two ways to do it. Now I'm gonna give you the basics because really I'm not supposed to tell you this stuff. But one way is to write what you want to plant, kind of like a seed. So for example, if you want to plant, a regular plant, you want to see that thing grow, you gotta water it and everything like that. You go anywhere, doesn't matter where you go. You can go out in the front of your yard, you can go to the backyard, you can go out to the woods like this, find a space, take a shovel, write your intentions, write exactly what you want to manifest into your life. Everything. It can be a job, career, love, relationship, whatever that is. Write it down on the paper. And you go out into nature, you dig a hole, nice little deep hole. Don't worry about if someone's gonna find her, nothing like that. Don't put, if you're scared, don't put your name, don't put other people's names. Just dig a hole somewhere, plant it. Now there's another one. The other one is what you want to bury. Just like how we bury our loved ones, we bury things we don't want anyone to find. We want to get rid of it. This is like death. This is it. You want to write down things you want to get rid of. You want to write down, I want to get rid of my worries. I want to get rid of my fears. I want to get rid of
a relationship.
I want to get rid of how mean I am, or me being disconnected. Things like that. You want to stay in that. You want to stay in that type of that on that paper. You want to write those intentions. You do the same thing. You can do 2 different holes though. 2 different. Dig a hole over here. Dig a hole over there. This is where you want to plant your things. Over here, this is what you're burying. And you want to forget about it. Don't worry about if it's going to happen within a day, within 2 days. Don't worry about it at all. Just let the world and the earth take care of it. It's just like when you plant. You don't know what's going on up under the dirt. So you just gotta let it happen.
And that's the interesting thing.
And be patient.
We've been learning about is dark energy. It's not what people think, but when you plant something, it's going into the dark. And the darkness is the void. It's just that space of nothingness. But that nothingness, it intertwines with the light and creation.
Okay.